Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody today? Awesome. I see 10 seconds on the screen up there. Come on in. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living, whether it's your very first time with us or your 1,000th or so. Some of us have been here a long time, and what a gift that is. My name's Fran Watson. I'm a practitioner here at the center, and I'm leading the meditation this morning for about 20 minutes, and then there'll be a break. And then we come back for the party with the band and all the music and Dr. Pat and lots of inspiration to follow. So just starting to take some deep breaths in through your nose and gently blow them out through your mouth, through your lips, letting your lips feel that air crossing the threshold. And this simply reminds your nervous system that you are safe. Your body can relax here. That there is space and time for you. For you to breathe, for you to be. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. And just continuing to breathe gently in and out. Letting that exhale be a little longer than the inhale. This is conscious breath that says, I am here. Here I am. And I'm going to open the meditation this morning with a reflection, a blessing from one of my favorite inspirational writers, John O'Donohue. For a new beginning. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has quietly been forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that the sameness whispered, heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease and risk. Soon you will be home in a new rhythm. For your soul senses the world that awaits you. I choose a new path in the forest of my mind. I turn a slightly different direction. With curiosity, I explore a new little opening that peeks out that I had not seen before. I follow that beckoning. The new smells, the new crisp zing that comes through my nostrils, and the air that touches my face. It's different here. I feel enlivened, sparkly, invigorated. I see a new vista, a new view, new dreams and possibilities, new thoughts, and new inspiration. There's a new fresh breath, new fresh energy that allows me to choose a higher thought, an expansive idea. A new perspective. I take this time now in silence to explore something new within me. Something curious and beckoning. Something fresh. Until you hear my voice again. I choose a new path in the forest of my mind. A new view, a new vision, a new perspective. There is no strain or effort. I simply remember my decision to explore something fresh, to play, to taste, to try. A new route, a new food, a new author, a new prayer. I'm invigorated. I'm enlivened. I'm inspired. I'm alive to choose and re-choose and choose again as this divine being that is ever refreshed, always here, always new. I choose life-giving. I choose the freeing energy of expansion. I choose fresh spring air, sunshine, moisture, light. I'm a child running through a field of grass and wildflowers. Free to twirl, to lie down, to smell these new scents, these new ways of moving. I am safe here. I am safe here in this new space because my soul invited me here. I choose freedom. I choose joy. I choose adventure. I choose me. I choose delight. I choose my new beginning. And when you feel ready, Just gently wiggling your fingers, your toes, shifting in your seat a little bit. And if you choose to stay in silence, stay in silence. Enjoy your inner landscape. If you choose to step outside into the sunshine, enjoy that. Or the sunshine of our community, enjoy that. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste.
My voice it soars, but will I speak up? My eyes do see, but will I look? These boots do walk, but will they show up? Gotta give up my people-pleasing ways, share the lies of yesterday. Hands are strong, but will they break through? Swell-laid walls of doubt and shame. My heart's been drenched in brick and mortar, but I brought the wall into the world and I can tear it down. Watch out, I am done with hiding. I'm through stumbling around. Wake up, time has come for me to know it. Only love and speak and show it. Unstoppable, blue eyes that see the haze is lifted. This pounding heart won't be contained. Now I can hear the faintest whisper, rumbling, rising, thumping, driving when my soul has gotta sing. Watch out, I am done with hiding. I'm through stumbling around. Love and speak and show it. Unstoppable, playing hide and seek for my secret dreams. I could keep them locked inside of me. I could choose to live them out, or I could choose to live unstoppable. I am. Whatever I say, know it, own it, love it, speak it, show it, want it, see it, work it, take it, do it, live it, think it, CBS, unstoppable.
That's elevation. Am I on? I am on. Okay, wonderful. I made a mistake, Joey, and turned it off and then turned it back on again. So we are good to go. Hi, everybody. How are ya? It's so wonderful to see all of you here today. Let me just look around the room for just a moment. If you are new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell. I'm the spiritual director of the center. And if you haven't been to a Center for Spiritual Living, few things you need to know. I talk about this every week. It's that important. We are a faith tradition. We don't recall ourselves a religion. We are a faith tradition. We are a philosophy that honors all faith traditions. Because we understand that in this limitless universe in which we live, There cannot be just one way to believe. And I will never tell you what to think. I will teach you how to think, because that's part of what we're talking about today. But I will never tell you what to think, because your truth, your divinity, your essence is your own, and it is unique, and it is special, and it's honoring to be here. So wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here. So pleased that you're here. If you're new for the first time, we've got a welcome table out in the lobby, and you can talk to somebody and find out a little bit more about the center, a little bit more about the teaching, and you are just absolutely welcome here. So we're going to start out by singing what we call our Kong song. This is one of my favorites. I know I say that every week, only because it's true. And this is I'm Too Blessed to Be Stressed. So let's stand up and sing.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Well, I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm not gonna let it push me over. Not gonna let it run me around. 'Cause I know the truth. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Well, it doesn't matter what's on the news, 'cause you can't make my mind up for me. Ain't gonna hear me sing the blues. I know the truth. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I am grateful for each breath I take. Yes, yes, I am grateful. I am wide awake. Yes, yes, I am grateful for each passing day. Yes, yes, I am grateful. I am grateful. Too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be pissed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Otherwise known as the Driving on the Deerfoot song. Okay, so wow. We have so much stuff going on this summer. It's so exciting. A lot of times the idea is that during the summer things kind of slow down a little bit. Not this place, not this community. We got stuff going on like crazy. So the first thing I want to tell you about is the Canadian New Thought Conference. This is taking place in September. The reason why I'm announcing it now is that we want you to get registered. So the Canadian New Thought Conference started out as a grassroots conference back in 2010. And it was hosted by different centers in Canada until 2020. We hosted it in 2026, and in 2016. And then we were geared to host it again in 2020. And you know what happened in 2020. And so we didn't. And it's being revived again by the Center for Spiritual Living, all the New Thought centers actually on Vancouver Island. So it's going to be wonderful. They've got some fabulous speakers. Not that I'm a fabulous speaker, but I am going to be there and I'm going to be speaking. And Amy is going to be providing the music, but they've got some, I know. I don't need your pity applause. I don't get it either. Okay. Yeah, I do get it. All right. Yeah. Anyway, if you are planning on going, just go to cslnanaimo.org and it will, you can go right there and get registered for it. It's Thursday evening, all day Friday, Saturday, and there is an extra that if you want to go to an Amy Bishop concert that night, you can do that too. So that's just information. So anyway, okay, that's going on. Birding with Lance. You know, our Lance is quite the birder, and he likes to take people out and show them all the different, is it flora and fauna? No, the animals that we have here in Alberta. It's going to be at Frank Lake, which is east of High River. Be here at 6:45. I will not. If you want to go, if you want to carpool or just meet them at 7:30 at Frank Lake. And there's a potluck afterwards, and that is next Saturday. So if you want to do that, you can talk to Lance. You can check the newsletter or the website for more information. We're having the kitties and the puppies coming. I know. On Father's Day of all times, the Calgary Humane Society Rover is going to be here, and there's going to be adoptable fur babies, or if you just want to kiss some, I think that's probably okay too. So it's right after service in 2 weeks on Father's Day on the 21st. And Reverend Marjorie is offering a special circle on Sunday the 28th. So Marjorie, your mic is right there. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Try it again. Good morning, everyone. Okay.
I'm inviting you to a sharing circle on June the 28th. We'll start after service at 12:30. It'll go till whenever it goes, but not later than 2 o'clock. And it's just an opportunity for you to come and share what's on your head or your heart about the ministerial change. It's not an information session. It's not a feedback session. No one's going to be recording what you said. No one's going to be commenting on what you said. It is just an opportunity, if you have something you want to share and express in a group of people in a safe space, please feel free to do that. There's just drop in, no fees, no feedback, no commitment. Just if you feel like there's something you want to share about it, please feel free to join me and do that. Oh, it's going to be here. Thank you. Yeah, so here, 12:30, June 28th. Join me if you feel called to do that. Thanks.
Thank you, Reverend Marjorie. So this is the, when we normally have a Sunday session, this is Reverend Marjorie's offering for the Sunday session. And in case you all didn't know, I am retiring at the end of the year. So that's what she's speaking about with the ministerial change. It's not happening, it's not imminent, but it's coming up. So if there's stuff that you would like to talk about, that's a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to invite Francis to come up and talk to you a little bit about the golf tournament, which is our first time doing anything like this, and it's so exciting, we can hardly stand it.
Well, I know I was up here a couple of weeks ago, and I want to do a better job of inspiring you about this, because this isn't a golf tournament. This is our future. And I'm going to tell you why that is. It's our spiritual practice of tending the garden. And, you know, since COVID, we've dropped down in membership, which means we've dropped down in donations. And we have an annual casino, but that only brings in $40,000 a year. And last year we had a $17,500 deficit, which means it's unsustainable. The spiritual practice that we have here will be unsustainable if we don't do something about it. And that's what this is about. And so you might be wondering, why should we even care about this place? Well, you know, the thing is that I volunteer with this committee here. I'm volunteering with the choir, I'm volunteering with the casino, and now I'm volunteering with the new minister selection committee. But in that committee, there's 3 young ladies there that are also volunteering, but they've only been here for, like, Joni's been here for 2 years. I've been here for a year. Shallow's been here for 6 months, and Rosanna's just like about 8 months. And I say, why are you doing this? Why are you volunteering when you've hardly even been here? And the answer's always the same. It's because this is my home. This is my spiritual home. And we need to take action to take care of our spiritual home, because last week we had a sign from above. And it wasn't a bearded man with a deep voice. No, literally, it was the roof. And we're sitting in our spiritual home, and it's leaking. There's rain coming down. If this was your house at home, that would be an emergency. And that's how I'm motivated. That's how I'm feeling that this is our future. It's going to take us from surviving to thriving. And what I need all of you to do is to help out, because this will bring in $100,000 a year if we can get it to the maximum sponsorships and the maximum number of players. We can't have this tournament if we don't have players. And the things that I can do around here are like replacing the roof, getting air conditioning for Jason and Joey up there, because in the summer it's like an oven. It's paying for the outdoor space that we're planning on creating there for the community, the garden and the labyrinth. And there's so many other things we could do in here. So this is a spiritual practice, taking care of our home. And what I would like you all to do right now is to help me out by reaching under your seat, and there is a flyer there. And I know most of you don't golf, but you probably know somebody that does golf. Maybe it's family or friends or your dentist. Just ask if they would either like to sponsor or play in the tournament themselves. So this is my home, this is your home, this is our home, and let's take care of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Francis. It's never easy to stand up and do an announcement like that. And the biggest part about it, it's a huge celebration. It's going to be a party. You guys, those of you who golf or know people who golf, there's going to be prizes at every hole, and there's going to be food, and I understand there's going to be booze and all kinds of different things. So it's not just like, oh, I got to play golf to support the center. No, it's a party. It's a party, and it's happening on Monday, September 14th, and right now we are looking for both sponsors and also players. So even if you don't play, you know somebody who does. Okay, thank you, Francis, for that. So we got one more week on the survey where you can vote about what we're going to do with that space on the other side of the parking lot. It's in the newsletter and also on the website. So fill that out. We've got some good information. So we just want to do one more week with that. And then our ongoing groups. You know, we have things that are always happening here. We've got the Higher and Higher Choir who are going to perform here on, can I tell them? July 12th. They're going to be here, and I've been hearing them. They're awesome. Okay, so the Higher Choir, if you want to join that, they rehearse Sundays after service. Wednesday, Coffee with me, Dr. Pat. That's a Zoom group. We've been meeting every day since April of 2020. So it's a long-standing group, and you are absolutely welcome. Everybody, our online people as well. And then the grief support group is meeting June 17th is the next one. June 17th is the next one, and then they're going on summer break. So if you, and grief encompasses a lot of different things. And so if you, if that feels like something you want to do, then by all means, come here for June 17th and allow yourself to be loved and nurtured while you're going through a grieving process. So what's going to happen now is that I'm going to invite our bevy of spiritual leaders who are part of our center. We've got ministers, so all of the ministers who are in the house, please come forward. We've got our licensed practitioners. We've got a ton of them. And we also have our practitioners in training who have all passed their written exam, and now they have to pass their oral panel. And once they do that, they too will become licensed practitioners. So all of you come on up. The reason why we bring everybody here is that you can identify who you might be able to relate to, because they're here on your behalf. They're here to support you. So if you have something going on and you would like some spiritual support, look at these people. Look at these people. Oh my goodness, we are so blessed. So what's going to happen now is that Amy is going to lead us in a chant, and then Fran will give us our spiritual mind treatment. So I invite you to just go with it.
I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love.
The arms of love. That is the safe space. This one that creates safety through expansion and adventure. This one that inspires and motivates and sends itself shooting through life, creating and creating and creating, and new choices and abundance and lavish opportunities. This one is rolling itself out with love and life and joy. This one is me. And it is the truth for every single one who has ears to hear these words now in this space, on this live stream, this LoveStream, and out into the universe. This loving, lifing, adventuresome one. I claim it as my being, the core of me. This one of me that welcomes change, that welcomes a new shift, a new opening, and gently surrenders that which is tired, overused, and needs refreshment. That stuff is well worn and earned a break. And this new stuff is dancing with new excitement and new ways to play. This is life. This is life burgeoning and risking and stretching into the sunlight, blossoming up like the spring flowers, the lilacs that are blooming and the crocuses, and that zinging air that just comes into my body with such freshness. I'm opening myself to this new beginning. I'm opening myself to the pleasure of something new and exciting. And I'm choosing it consciously. I'm choosing it in alignment with my being. I'm choosing it with verve and vigor and support, because I'm never alone. The arms of love hold me safe as I step into flight. I'm so grateful for this teaching, for this knowing, for this ever generous spirit that inspires me over and over to become ever more expansive. And so I release these words into flight, into life, into the universe, with love in my heart and confidence that they are done as spoken. And together we affirm. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of
Whew. That was a precious moment. Thank you, Amy and Steph, for that. And thank you, Franny, for that beautiful spiritual mind treatment. And thank you all for being here and being, oh, this is a big group, for being in support of our spiritual center. I would like a bigger stage. You would like a bigger stage. All right. Talk to Francis. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Yep. So apparently I'm the second act of the morning. So introducing you to the first act of the morning, please welcome Elevation with Amy Bishop.
Someday I'll be better. Someday I'll be confident. Someday I'll be worthy. Someday I will be content. There's always something in the way of someday. Something in the way. Well, what if today is someday? What if someday could be right now? What if I release the beliefs that are holding me back? Then someday could be today, somehow. Someday I'll be happy. Someday I'll be lovable. Someday I'll be seen. Someday all will be possible. But there's always something in the way of someday. Something in the way. Well, what if today is someday? What if someday could be right now? What if I release the beliefs that are holding me back? And someday could be today, somehow. When I lose the weight, I'll dance. And when the kids are grown, I'll take a chance. When I have money, I'll be free. And when the time is right, then I'll choose me someday. Someday. What if today someday? What if someday could be right now? What if I release the beliefs that are holding me back? Someday could be today. What if today is someday? What if someday could be right now? What if I release the beliefs that are holding me back? Someday could be today. Somehow. Someday. It's a relatively new Amy Bishop song.
I'm done with you. Yeah, I know, I will. Oh, thanks, sweetie. Gracias. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay, would you breathe with me, please? Taking a deep breath. And again. And once more at your own pace. Isn't that just such a precious moment? We've had that great music. We've danced in our chairs. We've got the prayers happen, and now we're just in the space. We're all on the same page. So, who remembers this song? I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. So it's about a guy who committed a bunch of crimes and tried to evade the law, but ultimately the law won. Because ultimately the law always wins. Now, we don't always see that in our human lives where we see people who get away with things. Yeah. But it is always true in our spiritual, metaphysical lives. The law always wins because it's the law. Now, the law that I'm talking about is the law of cause and effect, which is the universal spiritual law. So we're going to spend some time this summer learning and talking more about the law, because learning and understanding the law and how it works in our lives will change your life forever. Learning about the law will change your life forever. So if you don't want your life changed, then you're excused. Go ahead. Get a head start on brunch. I'll be there about 12 o'clock. But for the rest of us, today is the first in a series of talks based on this landmark book called Working with the Law by Raymond Hollowell. I meant to have a new copy of it. This is mine, and it looks very much like my Science of Mind book because I use it a lot. It's absolutely one. Oh, dear. It's absolutely. Oh, I might need that. Thank you. It's absolutely one of my favorite books in the world, and we do have them in the Soul Shop if you want to get it, because we are going to be spending some time with it. Now, you may be thinking that I'm making a pretty bold statement here, saying that the law will change your life forever. But listen to what Hollowell had to say about that. He said man, and he means woman. It was written 50 years ago, okay? Man has power to control his circumstances. And by using this power, he can create other circumstances more necessary to his upward climb. So even if you love your life exactly as it is, and you don't feel the need to go on an upward climb, understanding the law and learning to work with it will simply enhance what you are already experiencing. And if there are areas of your life that you would like to up-level, anybody here would like to up-level anything? Yeah? Okay. A few of you. All righty. So you're in luck, because for the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about a lot of different laws. For instance, the law of attraction. We've all heard of that one. The law of non-resistance. The law of success. My favorite one. Are you ready for this? The law of sacrifice. Wow. I mean, really, we're going to have a conversation about, because what are you talking about? We don't sacrifice. We put on golf tournaments and we have fun. I'll get to it. But even though I'm talking about these different ones, like law of attraction, law of success, that type of thing, ultimately, and it's very important that we understand this, ultimately, when I am talking about the law, I'm talking about the law of cause and effect. The other laws, like the ones I mentioned, are aspects, they are facets of the law of cause and effect, and they have their own functions, and they have their own features, but cause and effect is the granddaddy law. Okay, are you with me? And cause and effect very simply means for every cause, there is a corresponding effect or experience. Cause, effect. For every cause, there's a corresponding experience or event in your life. So as spiritual beings having a human experience, which we all agree we are, the cause of the things that happen in our lives is thought. Is thought. So in order to bring about any change in our circumstance, which is the effect, we need to first change our thoughts, which is the cause. And learning how to do that is where the juice, where the magic comes in. It seems like magic, but it's not. It's the law. And once we understand how the law works and we use it in the way that it works, I'm going to talk more about that in a bit. We use it in the way that it works, we can realize that it is consistent and it is reliable process of creation. So Hollowell put it this way. He said, the mind is the creative cause of all that transpires in the life of man. And personal conditions, that means everything that's going on in your life, are the result of man's action, and all the actions of man are the direct outcome of his ideas. In other words, his thoughts. So that sounds great, right? Yay, we all want that. We want to be able to control our circumstances. Don't we all want to be the master of our own domain? But here's the challenge. This law that I'm talking about doesn't choose and it doesn't edit what it produces. Being a law, it isn't swayed by emotion or feelings. It simply responds and produces. It gives us what we give it mentally. So if we are going to use the law to our advantage, and it is meant to be used, if we are going to use the law to our advantage, we need to work with our minds. We need to work with our thoughts. And we need to provide to the law a mental image or a picture, or as Ernest Holmes calls it, a mental equivalent of what we desire. Because the law is going to produce what we provide it, good or less good. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I put something out there that I would unconsciously, that I would never consciously want to experience or manifest. Anybody? Yeah. So Halliwell tells a story that illustrates how thinking combined with a law can provide results that we would prefer not to have. And I'm just going to read you his story. It's in the first chapter of the book. He wrote, I knew of a woman who once lived in a beautiful home in an exclusive suburban district with every comfort that wealth could supply to make her happy. This home was a large, rambling house facing a beautiful lake with green terraces sloping to its edge. Flower gardens, perfectly kept, were scattered freely along each path throughout the estate. She had many servants to help her, and from observation, her life was just about as complete as one might dream about. But with all this wealth and beauty, the woman was heard to remark to her friends that she hoped the day would come when she would be relieved of the big house and all of its problems and could live in a trunk. She wanted a room to herself, for herself, and just large enough to move about without any extra space to dust or to keep clean. A few years elapsed. Her husband died, left her the estate to her. She sold the home at a sacrifice. Her other holdings depreciated so much in value through unwise investments and transfers that she had but a small income left. She went to go live with a sister, and true to her wish, she now has a small room on the 3rd floor and practically lives in a trunk. Whether she is happier now than before, I do not know, but I doubt it. One thing I do know is that she gradually led herself to the small room when her consciousness began to grow small and limited. She unconsciously touched the creative principle and supplied it with ideas of smallness and privacy and limitation, which materialized within a few years' time. Can anybody else trace back a current life experience that you would prefer not to be having, but you can trace it back to old, tired, limited thinking? Yeah, me too. And that said, most of the time, I would consider myself a law girl. I love the law. I love its exactness. I love its impartiality. I love its intelligence and its innate wisdom. I love that I can count on it. And frankly, sometimes I get really pissed off at it. Because it's hard to always be aware of your thinking. Sometimes I forget to stand guard at the portal of my mind, as Emerson said. Sometimes I fall asleep spiritually, and I want to get woken up with soft, sweet kisses and caresses, not the metaphysical 2x4 across the head. And honestly, I'm telling you this after 40 years in this teaching, sometimes I still just want God to intercede on my behalf and bring me what I want and not what I think. Yes? But it doesn't work like that. It can't work like that. Because in order to be completely fair and balanced, the law has to work the same for everyone. Otherwise, it would appear that God is playing favorites, and a loving deity cannot play favorites. It is impelled by love, and it works within the parameters of the law. So everybody get your cameras out if you want to take a picture of this next slide, because it's a doozy. It doesn't have a pretty picture. It's just got some pretty words to it. This is Dr. Ernest Holmes, our founder. We are surrounded by a spirit of living intelligence, of eternal givingness, love, goodness, and power that wishes to express itself through us. This is a divine urge which ever pushing us forward toward the goal of greater expression. We are also surrounded by an immutable law of cause and effect. Because of our divine individuality and the necessity of experience in order to come to a realization of what and who we are subject to the causes that we set in motion. All is love, and yet all is law. Both love and law are perfect, and we as individuals can experience only what we really believe and act upon. Everybody go like this. Yeah. Because when I first learned this, I had some mixed feelings about it. I liked it. I liked what I was learning. But then all of a sudden I was like, oh, wait a minute here. You mean that this works even if I'm unaware of it? And the answer is yeah. Being a law, ignorance is no excuse. We use our thoughts in a way that brings us something we don't like. We can't blame anyone else, including God. Whew. Damn. I actually have that written here. Damn. But the good news, I always give it to you, and then I give you the good news. The good news is, as we become aware and awake of how it all works, we have the key to changing our circumstances by changing the way we think. Hollowell said this. You're not going to like it. Hollowell said this. It is man's failure if his prayers are unanswered. The creative law is ever ready to answer and cannot fail to respond when approached rightly and wisely. At the moment that man is able to contact and to realize the law, he will at once enjoy the benefits. It is the realization of the law in action that determines manifestation. So when we know that it works, we can use it. When we are ignorant that it works, it's using us. We're not using it. But when we work with the law in the way that it works, we can use it to create the kind of life we want to live. One of the best analogies, I use this often when I'm teaching a foundations class or a basic class. One of the best analogies we can all understand is the law of electricity. Now, the law of electricity is a physical law. It is not a spiritual law, but the principle is the same. Electricity, like the law of cause and effect, has been around forever. But humankind was ignorant. Now, you understand ignorant, I don't mean that as an insult. Ignorant just means you don't know. Because when you know, then you're no longer ignorant. So, electricity being around forever, but humankind was ignorant and they didn't understand it. They were afraid of it. They only knew the destructive part of it. But then it was studied. And they began to understand, and it became a discovery that transformed the entire world in about 300 years. It's been around for millions and millions of years, and only in the past 300 or so years have we learned to use it, how we learn to harness it to do almost everything that we do. And anybody here get here this morning without electricity? No. Once it was understood and used correctly, it became to our benefit. But the caveat, the exception, is that it needs to work within its own nature. Do you understand what I mean? We have to work with it the way it works within its own parameters. But here's the exciting thing. Now I'm talking about the law of cause and effect again. When we work within its parameters, the law does our bidding. When we learn how to use it within its nature, it does our bidding. When we use it well, it enhances our life. When we use it incorrectly, it can wreak havoc. Yes? In other words, when you use it and you use it its way, quit laughing, it becomes your faithful servant. And I'm going to say that again because of the laughing people in the front. When you use the law its way, it becomes your faithful servant. Truly. So for the next few weeks, we're going to learn more about the different aspects or the facets of the law. We talked about the granddaddy law, and now we're going to talk about the little baby, not baby, the adult children of the granddaddy law, and how to use them. And some of those are the law of thinking, which we talked a lot about today, law of supply, law of attraction, law of receiving, law of increase, law of compensation, law of non-resistance, law of forgiveness, law of sacrifice. I talked about that. Oh, here comes another doozy. Law of obedience. Oh, get your minds out of the gutter. Law of obedience. And the law of success. What do you think? Yes? Going to be good? I know. So I hope you join me for as many as you can. It is going to be a ride. Get the books in the bookstore if you want to follow along with what I'm doing. I know we have quite a few of them. And thank you. I love you, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Sing with me. No. Oh, there they are. There they are. Please welcome again, Elevation.
Hello. I've just finished my second term of ministerial school. And I had to do an oral presentation for the readings or the writings and teachings of Ernest Holmes. And I was inspired by a quote that Dr. Pat actually used. I don't know, several months ago.
You mean she does know what she's talking about?
Occasionally I do retain information. And the quote is something along the lines of, the law always works. Even when you believe it's not going to work, it's actually working, only it works according to your belief that it doesn't work. and that's big, like, bloop, bloop. I thought, that's a song. And so I wrote a song as my oral presentation, and it's, you might recognize the tune, and there's some audience participation involved, and I'm pretty sure you'll know when it's gonna happen. Are you ready? If you believe the law will work, then for sure it's gonna work. It's a law, it always works. Put a thought into your mind, manifest from the divine. It's the law, it always works. Just be clear on what you think, 'cause you're always creating, and you will find, as your dreams are coming true, the law working through you. There's no mountain you can't climb. If you believe you're gonna fail, then your prevailing thoughts prevail. And when you're crying, saying, well, I knew it wouldn't work, just know it actually has worked, as you believe not to have worked. Okay? Get it? All right, here we go. So you wanna know more wealth, deeper love, and perfect health, then all this you can achieve. So have a blessed life, gotta let go of the stripe and decide what you believe. So plant the seeds you want to grow, show the spirit where to go, then express what all you dream. And then you'll say, hey, it works. And I'll say, yeah, I know it works. It's the law, it always works. So when you fill your heart with doubt, well, then more doubt will come about. But fill your heart with gratitude, you'll change the mood, 'cause it's the law, it always works. All right, this is the time when you stand up. It's the law. You ready? Follow me. Hands, 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 wings, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Clap, 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 clap. Hands, 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 wings, 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 wings. Clap, 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 clap. Hands, 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 wings, 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 wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hands, 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 wings, 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 wing, wiggle, 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 wiggle. If you believe the law will work, well, sure, it's gonna work. It's the law, it always works. Put the thought into your mind, manifest from the divine. It's the law, it always works. Just be clear on what you think, 'cause you're always creating, and you will find, as your dreams are coming true, through the lawn that the mountain you can climb. If you believe the law will work, for sure it's gonna work. It's the law, it always works. Put the thought into your mind, manifest from the divine. It's the law, it always works. Just be clear on what you think, 'cause you're always creating, and you will find that your dreams are coming through your thoughts and through, and blah, 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 blah. Hey! Thank you.
You're brilliant. You're brilliant. We're all brilliant. Say that I'm brilliant. Woo! Yowza, that was fun. Okay. So, as Francis mentioned in his talk, we are a nonprofit organization. And how we are supported is by donations, by doing the casino, by doing fundraisers. We don't have the Vatican. Pope, whatever his name is not sending us money. Leo, sorry, okay. Pope Leo is not sending us money. We don't get endowments unless you want to give us an endowment, but we don't, this is how we exist. And I want to say thank you to everybody who does that. We have people who send in e-transfers every week, every other week, every payday. We have people who are in conscious commitment, where it just comes out of your check once a month. We have people who give on Sundays, all of that way. Please know that you are contributing and participating in one of the laws, which always works. which always works. It actually comes under the law of compensation. It also is known as the law of circulation. Circulates out and comes back in. Circulates out and comes back in. So everyone take your tithe, your gift, your offering, your donation, hold it to your heart, and let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is, and so it is. And we sing the gratitude song, so let's stand up and sing.
1, 2.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Okay, before we bring the kids in, because I don't want to forget this, so hold on just 2 seconds, kids. Please give it up for Joy and Xander up in the tech deck today. Jason had to not be here tonight or today. Joey stepped in doing the sound, which is a big job, and Xander stepped in to do the LoveStream. So thank you guys both so much. So much. Let's bring in the kids. Wow, what have you guys got? Hi. How are you? Here, come on, come on. Hi, baby. How are you?
Thanks, how are you?
Good.
I have to wait so that the LoveStream can hear me.
Dance, girls. All right, all right, all right. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here at the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living and joining us online. We had a girl gang today in FunDay. Full of creativity, compliments, love, and support. We created a custom designed Calgary Center for Spiritual Living shirt. Wow. Bidding starts at $5. I'm kidding. The girls took time today to create this together. They put meaningful things on it that remind them of being here, that remind them of community. And I don't think I have any speakers today, but look at this incredible group. All these kids are growing so fast. Thank you for bringing them here. This is our next generation of science of mind.
Excuse me, Miss Rachel. Where might one find that shirt?
You can find this beautiful shirt in the Soul Shop. And if you want to get it customized by FunDay, just drop it off on a Sunday, and we can customize it for you.
What a great idea! Wow! Give it up for the kids. We love love our kids. Give it up for Elevation again. And you guys remember how we do our closing, right? So if you want to stand up. Oh, we have a speaker.
I'm thankful for all the friends I've made today, and I'm thankful for the people I could be with, and I'm thankful for Miss Rachel.
Always time to hear from the wee ones. So, let's everybody stand up if that's comfortable for you, and we're going to rub our hands together. And we're gonna think of the place that we want to send our love and energy and light to, wherever that is for you. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh! You guys threw me off.
We're all different in so many ways. Some are sparks, some are fiery blaze, but we are one. We are one. Some express as they dance on the stage. Some express putting pencil to page. We are one. We are one. We are born in this life. We are free, living spirit through humanity. We are. Truth, one power, one hope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. See that man who's asleep on the street, broken skin on the soles of his feet. We are one. We are one. See that girl in the Mercedes Benz, beauty and money surrounded by friends. We are one. We are one. We're all made of this powerful stuff. We are perfect. We're more than enough. We are one. One spirit, one mind, one God, one ever-present peace. One perfect being, being every living thing. The one and only truth, one power, one hope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. We are one with the earth and the moon. We are one with the blue-nosed baboon. We are one. We are separate drops in one sea. We're a leaf in a jungle of trees. We are one. We are. We're the spark that's creating a flame. We are spirit, we're one and the same. We are one. One spirit, one mind, one God, one ever-present peace. One perfect being, being every living thing. One and only truth, one power, one hope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. We are a cosmic kaleidoscope. Whoa, cosmic kaleidoscope. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Fun. That was an Amy week.
Yeah, it was.
The Office and
The Grateful Song. Grateful song and also the Surrender song.
Oh, yeah.
So 5 out of 8.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's super awesome.
Yeah,
That was
that's
very
music.
fun.
Thank you. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks.